Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our RimWorld Wasteland Let's Play. So, before we get started today, I wanted to just once more go over the different quests that we have available, because there's quite a few of them. And then just some brief planning around the base. So, now that our power is a lot better off than it was, we're well in excess of what we're using. And I believe that's during the day or at night. So even with these on, I think we still have an excess. I am going ahead and I'm adding lights everywhere where there should be lights. In fact, I look to have missed a spot there. That's more centered, but we'll keep it centered on the hallway, I guess. And some of these might be redundant. We'll have to go through and see like what the maximum spacing is on these and make sure that we're at least close to that, because these are probably closer than they need to be, and the same over here. Anyway, we're going to continue to fill this in, get it all walled off, and then we'll dig out the hallways around it just to make it easier to access. We've got beds going up in the two rooms up here. We'll get them furnished in terms of the bathroom pretty soon. We do need to get Kipper a bed though. Kipper has joined us. So the issue in the last episode with him was not that he was sleeping, which is what a lot of people thought. It was that the prisoners have an interaction cooldown. So there's a certain amount of time that has to happen between each recruitment attempt or whatever you're trying to do. And apparently that cooldown timer wasn't done yet. And so what I ended up doing was, aside from Locke, I forbid anyone else from talking to the prisoners, and then I just waited about a day, and then I asked Locke to talk to Kipper, and it worked. So yeah, you can definitely force it through force interaction, and it had nothing to do with being asleep or whatever. You can interact with prisoners whenever. It's just that there's a certain amount of cooldown time. So, obviously he's with us now. He's just going to be cleaning and hauling mostly. He doesn't like watching prisoners, which is just about the only thing he's good at outside of fighting. So he's going to be doing grunt work, because that's all he's really good for. What else? Somebody suggested removing this hallway and either making this one big room or leaving a wall between and having two separate but slightly larger rooms. And I don't mind either of those. This hallway is a little unnecessary. So I'll see. I kind of do want them separated though. Especially because with all the electricity stuff happening in here, that room is kind of prone to explosions. Which, I mean, we probably shouldn't be storing chem fuel in here either, but I guess we are putting it in this, so it sort of makes sense. But I think it would be a good idea to keep a wall between, just so our entire stockpile doesn't go up in flames if something happens. So that's something we're going to do. I guess I'll cue that up now just so I don't forget. So we're going to ask them to deconstruct these walls. We'll ask them to do the door as well. And all of this. And we'll just move these, I guess. So here, I'll just cancel those. Or I could have done that one. It doesn't matter. I'll just cancel this one. And then we'll grab the ones in the hall. We'll ask them to be reinstalled in these bathrooms so that they don't go to waste. I almost just deconstructed them by habit, but that's stupid. So we'll do that. We'll have to tear up the floors there. I don't know what kind of floor. Oh, that's just rough stone, isn't it? Yeah, so what we need to do is probably like pave it in concrete at the very least. Doesn't need to be pretty. Nobody's spending any significant amount of time in there, but it should still be functional, and that rough stone is not exactly the most functional. So there we go. And then the walls will go here. I guess we could rip up those floors. We don't need to though. They'll probably do it when they put in the walls. Let's see. So while we get things running, let's review what we have here. We have peace talks in 9.1 days. I think it was about 2 days to get there, give or take. an item stash in 6.8, so that would need to be done first. We also have this bandit outpost in 21 days. We've got plenty of time to think about that one. And so those are the three. Oh, four. We have four. An item stash. I don't know that that one's worth it. It might be just for the experience, and I wouldn't mind another stun gun. I think I said that last time. But a carpet and a pistol, 2 pistols, sorry, not the most valuable loot. But again, a fairly easy mission, and so it might be good experience. I'd really like to wait until we have combat armor, though. And preferably gas masks or something. So, flak armor is here. I guess we might have it in time. We need to research it and then immediately start producing it, but it's possible that we'll have it in time. And what I might do is make a gas mask and fold it into that research, and then we can give them gas masks to protect them as well. But we did have something come up that made that kind of unfortunate, which is that Kate, one of our main away team members, is currently pregnant. And so probably not a good idea to send her out into the toxic wastes. Why is that forbidden? That's weird. But we did just pick up Kipper, who, by the way, needs a name change. Same with Osborne. We'll get them new names next time. So Kipper can take over in that role. And I guess Cazador can go if need be. She is pretty capable in a fight as well. But she's also really useful around the base, so it's kind of a shame to lose her. Whereas, you know, Kipper isn't super useful beyond moving rocks around. Okay, so the bathroom construction continues. How am I on sandstone? I have 210. I'd like to get more of these furnished. And that's going to mean that I can only do 4 bathrooms with sandstone. Granted, I think we started digging into sandstone over here. At least a little bit. just the one. But yeah, we'll need more sandstone if we're going to do that as a placeholder for wood. Well, I mean, I don't know that it's a placeholder, just a straight up replacement. Okay, so we want that. We are going to need to start making or growing wood, though, because in order to make these soil plots, it does cost us wood, and I only have the wood that we started with, that was, you know, dropped with us at the beginning, and so that's a very limited supply. Luckily, we're only using it like 1 at a time, but it's still going to run out eventually. I should probably just do all that so I don't mess it up. Let's see. I think that's supposed to be a column, so I think it needs to go like that. Something like that. And the columns should be at the other end of the L. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so there should be one there. And what is it? 2 and 2, so there. So yeah, there should be something there, I think. Well, we can always tear it up if we mess up, but I'd rather not waste the wood on that if I can help it. What we should also do, not underpowered, be furniture. Put a sun lamp in there, and I guess that helps me line it up, doesn't it? Here, let's do that one more time. That was a little bit overzealous in placing it. Yeah. So that looks correct. We'll drop that in. We'll also need to route power over there, but I'm not going to connect that right away. How do I want to do this? Let's go down on either side here, and then we'll go across. And that's the middle. We'll just run it straight through like that. And we'll need to do something similar on this side. I don't know how I want to go about it, but eventually we'll need to run one to here and to there. So apparently Grim was inspired. I don't know why, but he was inspired, and he produced a legendary steel double bed. So let's look at the artwork on this. The title is Item by Kindness. Legendary quality in an otherwise dull bedroom. That's awfully simple. This furniture is engraved with the artwork of a sickle. It must be a beautiful sickle to be legendary. See, I kind of wish he hadn't done that, because I feel like whenever somebody creates a piece of art that's furniture, I feel like it should be in their room. Unless it was created for somebody. In which case, this is like fairly generic. I don't think it was for anyone in particular. I don't know how a sickle represents kindness either. But I am going to ask that this bed be reinstalled in here. And we're going to have him... No, goddamn lag. Reinstall there, please. Grim, I'm going to have you do it. Oh, wait, I always click on the bed and not the blueprint for some reason. So move that. As soon as he does that, we're going to put the new bed in his room. And we'll make sure that him and Kate are the owners of it. And we'll probably have to relink their bathroom as well. But I feel like he should have his own legendary bed. And not some random person. Okay, so... Actually, it's not random. It's going to be Kipper. Because Kipper doesn't have a bed yet. Okay, so please do that. And then as soon as he moves it, we'll bump this over. But this doesn't need to happen right away. Although it could. What are you doing? Gathering rice? Yeah, come over here and move your bed. And then I'll assign it to you as soon as it's done. Do we get beds anywhere else? No, that one still needs to be built. Okay, so he's gonna do that. Something's going on with the Hulk body. Yeah, that's supposed to be the front. Something's going on with that. I need to check the textures. I'll do it when I finish with the combat armor stuff. Okay, so that's yours. And then Grim and Kate still need a bed, but they have one. It's just not assigned yet. So Grim and Kate. And nope. Link to this one. Okay, well the sink figured it out. Just not the toilet. They still don't have their own bath though. That needs to be linked to here. And when that's done, we'll link it as well. Who's about to break? Why are you always about to break? Oh, your sister died. Well, that certainly wouldn't help. Ugly environment. Yeah, fair enough. You're in like the filthiest part of the base right now. And there's chunks everywhere. Every time I build a mountain base, there's just chunks for days. Entombed underground. Well, then go outside for a little bit. I mean, have you seen outside lately? It's not pleasant either. It's kind of why we're here. Let's grab those for hauling as well. Somebody was asking why I marked them for hauling, and it's so they get moved over here. Because if I don't mark them for hauling, nobody will go grab them to cut into stone blocks, and so they'll just sit forever. And that is not at all what I want. I want them turned into something usable and then used as quickly as possible. Okay, so let's get that going. Is that too wide? I think it is too wide, yeah. There we go. Battery's still full, yep. Low food, but that's okay. We should have a rice harvest fairly soon. There's plenty of food. He's just behind on cooking. But, I mean... it's not going to be an issue either way, because we are about to put in another growing zone, and so we can dedicate at least half of that to rice or something. In fact, we probably don't need as much heal root as we're growing right now, because it seems to be piling up. So what I think I'll do is, can we grow Neutromine yet? Heal root... No, we can't. Okay, well we can find something else to grow then. But I was gonna say I was considering like quartering that section and do 1 heal root, 1 Neutromine. But Neutromine might need to be more prevalent than heal root, because I think it takes more because we have to process it first. Oh no, we don't like those. I mean. If it were a poison ship, we'd have probably more time to deal with it, just because, like, what are they going to do? Until the poison actually reached here, it would be irrelevant, but the psychic ship will start affecting their mood a lot sooner than the poison would start affecting us. Are you guys... Okay, apparently they're still healthy. So yeah, we're gonna have to deal with that. Surprised they threw one of those at us. I guess it's not that early. We just don't have a whole lot of firearms, I guess. I think what I'll do is we'll set up some sort of like stronghold, I guess. And we'll have somebody antagonize it so they come out, but then we'll try to draw them to like a strong point rather than fighting them out here. Because even if I put sandbags down, sandbags aren't going to offer particularly great cover, especially against inferno cannons and the like. So I'd like to be set up behind embrasures or something. Which, I mean, I guess we could embrasure this. Let's see, structure. It drives me nuts that the layouts of these are not the same in my... Actually, I think they're pretty close. But like this one has the genetics tab, for example. No, we have that in the other playthrough too. I don't know. Something just feels off because the different mods add stuff to these, and so I can never find anything anymore. So, we got plenty of marble. We could just build our own structure if we wanted to. I don't know where we would do it necessarily. But it needs to have a roof, definitely. I almost wonder if we could do it like out like this. Like have one on the diagonal and then have another one here or something. We could even enclose this because we're using embrasured walls. Heat won't be an issue because the heat will just bleed out of the embrasures. I do have to leave a little bit of a buffer around it though. If I put it right up against the actual generator that would go on this, it won't leak out in the same way. It'll actually go into the walls. We could just use that. It's already built. Just throw a roof on it, replace a few of them with embrasures. I don't like that spot though, because if something happens, like they're kind of cornered in there. There's not really an exit route unless we mined it through to here. But then the only exit is just like right back where you're getting shot at from, or I guess out this way. That's tough. Yeah, I guess we could mine that. Just gotta watch the bugs, I suppose. But as long as nobody should wander over there. They'll come out and around and probably through here, or more likely this way. I don't know actually. This is one wide, so they'll walk slower down it. This is open, so they'll move faster, but they have to cross water, so it might be negligible difference. So we'll do steel door, build a roof on it. Maybe the only entrance should be in the back. Maybe we won't build a steel door there. What I'm thinking is like, okay, so we deconstruct that. Embrasure, wall, embrasure, wall, embrasure, wall, embrasure. It doesn't work out that well. I guess we could make an embrasure on the corner like that or something. I don't know. Sure. Then we'll ask them to mine that and then deconstruct this, and we'll put a door probably on either end. We just need to make sure they don't spend too long outdoors doing that. So if they do mine it, we need to make sure that they roof it off here first, or come around the backside. Well, they'd have to deconstruct that, but you get the idea. So we'll set up a stronghold there, and again, try to lure them to it. We don't really have much in the way of defenses other than this mortar, and we do have a turret, but the mechanoids will outrange the turret, so I don't know that that's going to make much of a difference. I just wonder if we could have it... It's like, where would they go? I'm trying to think. I need to see the range of their weapons to know for sure. Because obviously we attack them and then retreat. They're going to come this way, but only as far as their weapons require. If they're scythers, they'll, you know, try to rush us, but they'll have to go around or attack their way through the wall. Probably go around because they're attracted to doors. But if I could lure them to like here, we could set up the turret in like a flanking position or something to get different vectors of fire on them, but I don't think we'll be able to pull them up that far other than with the scythers. But even just for them, it might be worth it. Just one more thing shooting at them. And let's see. I think all of our guns worth carrying are being carried. God, we have so many statues. We really need traders. The problem is, like, nobody wants to come out in this toxic fallout. Alright, so we've got more sandstone, which is great. That means we can finally start building furniture. Now I've got to decide if I want to put it in the bathrooms first or in the bedrooms. Probably the bedrooms first, just because they need something in there other than the beds. It's kind of boring. I mean, they're totally fine with it right now. Oh, an inspired surgery. Who needs... Well, first of all, are you... No. I'm not having somebody with a 4 in medical do a surgery. But we do have a few people that could use an operation just to remove permanent injuries. Some of them, you know, actual injuries. Some of them health related. Oh, crap. Yeah, you guys better be careful. Grim, you're building walls perfect. At least somebody knows what they're doing. Need you to build some over here, though. Yeah, come do these, please. Get something holding up that part of the roof. That actually reminds me. Let's grab the old planning tool. I'm going to use the remove one because I don't want them to stay. So that's 6 and then 9. Okay, so it's fine. It's fine. It should be okay. Although over here I'm not so sure. We might need like a column right there or something. You're not going to move those, are you? Oh, weird. It lingered for a second. I think they just got destroyed, though. Oh, well. We can always make new ones. It's just kind of a waste of steel. So what's your deal again? Ugly environment. The psychic drone's really giving them problems. So between episodes, I'll have them double time this so it's ready to go. And what we can try too is wherever... I don't have a lot of shells though, do I? I was going to say wherever they end up. So if they're attacking us from like here, if this is where they set up as like a firing point, we'll start shelling it from over here. I just don't know if we have ammunition for this. I thought we did. Yeah, we have a couple. HE. As good as anything. Especially against that. Well, if we had EMP shells, it'd be nice. But lighting them on fire is not a great tactic for mechanoids anyways. Okay, so this is coming along nicely. I have to like really stay on them about building the supports though. Nope, not what I wanted you to do. Start over. I want you to build those if you don't mind. You know what, come through and just build them all, please. Just not gonna let me cube anything. Okay. Perkin, I could use your help doing that too. Okay, fine. I also need some more soil here. Some stuff's been mined out since I got it last. And we can fill in more of this floor too. There we go. Let's keep the walls running. Sweet. I'm gonna go ahead and grab these chunks, and when Cazador is done with that, I'm gonna ask her to mine this bit out. I'd really like to... What are you doing now? Okay, do this then. I'd like to start getting the tilled soil down in there, and I can't do that until all the regular soil, well, I can start it before all the regular soil is down, but it needs to be ready to go pretty soon. I want to start growing more food. Okay, let's see. What is that under? Is it floors? More floors? Yeah, there it is. The tilled soil. Start them with that, and then we'll have them come back through and fix what we missed. And yeah. I'm going to clear that notification too. I don't want her operating on anybody. Okay, so that wall is in. Now we just need them to go through and finish these floors. Let's have them mine that out too. Look at Andre helping out. And then let's see. So we can push these over to there. And then it's still kind of awkward because that gives us 3 where we only need 2. So maybe if there's like a bigger generator that's 3 deep or something, we can put it there. These are 2x3, but they can't be rotated, at least not yet. I guess I could make them rotatable, but no, I'd have to make way more graphics for it because I'd have to make a side view, and no, I don't want to do that. Let's see, we got more structures, or more sculptures. That's the word. Yeah, put another one in the hospital area. Why not? Make the patients a little bit happier while they're lying there, incapacitated. I have like 100 of whatever this is supposed to be. It's like a cutaway of maybe of a planet, because it's got like a definite core to it. Something spherical. Alright, so I'm going to start figuring out some furnishings for these rooms. For starters, we're going to put a table in there so they have a place to eat. I think we'll give them a couple of sandstone stools as well. And then, what else? Maybe some end tables. Like so. And that still leaves them some room up there. I guess I could wait until we have more technology available and put in like a TV or something. And then maybe like a rug in the middle just to make the room look more full and to give it more decoration. Another thing we could do, and I guess I may as well do it because she's going nuts with the sculptures anyways. When Jax is done with that one, I'm going to ask her to make more of these. What did I have them? I made that last time. Probably sandstone. Yeah, that's fine. So let's ask for, oh god, how many? I was going to have them flanking the doorway. That's what I was trying to say there. So that means that we would need 10 for every block. Let's just do 10 to start. Go from there. Okay, so we'll see how that looks. We'll start with Pearl and Perkins' room, and then if we're happy with it, we'll move it. We'll do the same thing in Grim and Kate's room. They still don't have a bath. Who's lagging on that? Like, the materials are there. Somebody just needs to go and do it. Grim, you're capable of construction, right? Yeah, go build your own bathroom. Finish refueling. God, there's like so much stuff out here. Did I get rid of... Okay, I was going to say, like, I don't want any more biosolids because I don't think we can use these. I don't know. But what we really need is an orbital trade beacon and the comms console. So we need to get on that. Because nobody's going to come visit us. At least not very often. So we need to be able to trade through different means. God, I wish she didn't have that trait. It's funny, it never happens to Tadashi, but for whatever reason, she just is always hungry because of the gourmand trait. Looks like we're making good progress over here. Let's get those marked for hauling. And we can actually queue up a bit of wall there and here. Let's forbid that one just so they can get to that corner. And looks like they're getting it done along the back line here too. I almost want to reinforce this a bit. Something just tells me that corner right there. I guess technically they'd still have to dig through 3 because you couldn't squeeze through on a diagonal. So I guess it is technically 3 thick in that they would have to dig through 3 to get to it. Let me guess. Yep. Okay, Perkins finally building the furniture. It looks like Schmidt's gonna help him with that. And why is your beard on the back of your head? Facial stuff. Sometimes. Also, wait, what happened to their limbs? What's going on here? Blah blah blah. There we go. I just noticed, yeah, they didn't have hands or feet. That's weird, I never did that. Come finish this. God, you're making that look difficult. Like it's a stool, it shouldn't take you that long. Okay. Strut compacted steel. Nice. Although I kind of would like more sandstone at this point because I need sandstone more than I need steel. Sure, okay. Oh, good, they got that. Let's go ahead and fill that in. Oh, wow. Cazador is tearing through these walls. Now, if only... or these walls. She's tearing through the mountain. If only somebody was building the walls as fast. We got a fire. Why is there a fire? Why did the fire just randomly start on a medic bag? Do we have like a pyro ghost in here? Pearl, please go put that out. Run, 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 run. That's so weird. I don't know why fire just randomly started. I can't think of any reason for that. That's real interesting. Oh, that shouldn't be there. Okay, what I meant to do was fill this in. And we can bring that around now. And up the side. Research finished. Geothermal power. Ah, okay, that's why. I didn't notice that. That makes sense. That is... yeah. Makes a whole lot of sense now. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the other support right there. I guess I could have just done it off of my markings. I'm not going to worry about the soil here yet. Don't really need it. I've already got them terraforming this side. And what I really need them to do is start tilling the soil over here. That's probably the top priority, actually. But I'll lay this in so that they get around to it. God, I wish she would just break already instead of... oh, it's somebody else this time. Like, if you're just going to keep being on the verge, just get it over with. And then you'll at least get the what do you call it? The catharsis from getting it out or whatever. So I think what I'm going to do is in the morning I'm going to grab Perkin or somebody and have him just go nuts on the soil here. He's got high enough construction skill where he should be able to make them almost instantly. He just is so easily distracted by their tasks that, you know, he's never going to get around to it unless I tell him to, or just never queue up anything else until it's done. Locke is in his daily dementia days. I feel bad for him, but there's nothing we can do about it now. Later, there will be something, but right now, no. Cargo pods. Cool. What do we got? Oh, Neutral leaves. I want those. Who's awake right now? Aside from Locke. Pete, I hate to do this to you, man, but I need you to go haul these. Yeah, just grab them all in your inventory. We can craft medicine with those. We should have the cloth, and we should have the... Definitely have the herbal medicine. So yeah, we're good. Where am I? There we go. All right. Perkin, how rested are you? Why do I keep clicking the wrong tab? That's rested enough. Come work on this. Looks like Kate's gonna haul some fecal sludge. Really? Alright, I'm gonna have to do all of these. Okay, so the drone has just intensified, which means that we're gonna have to be even more on top of this. So what I'm gonna do is I'll probably end the episode here, and I'm gonna do a ton of micromanaged construction between episodes. So I'll send like Perkin and maybe Cazador out here, and I'm gonna ask them to knock these out, and then we'll put in the embrasures, and then we'll have somebody dig this through, and hopefully in the next episode we'll be ready to crack this can open and deal with it. I'm also going to try to have Perkin finish, or if not Perkin, anybody. It doesn't need to be Perkin. Maybe I can have Grim do it or something. But we need to get this soil tilled so that we can start planting on it. We can plant on it without the tilled soil, but since it's basically free maximum fertile soil, I don't see any reason not to. Like, the growth rate on this is 200%. We may as well take advantage. But yeah, it doesn't need to be Perkin. This is easy work. It just needs to get done. And so I can, you know, force Grim to do it or something. But that's where I'm going to leave it for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some RimWorld with you. And I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.